right over here, closer to the device. It also has, well, a new speaker at the back, which is much improved. It comes with spatial audio and can really sort out, well, a room with all the cabinets and figure out where it tosses the audio in what proportion. So much better sound quality, way more immersive, but it is $150 here in the US. This is one of those Amazon products which will make its way to India. There's a bunch of announcements here at the Amazon event. Now, some of those products you might not see in India. We will show you those on Tech Today. This is your exclusive first look of the Echo Show 8. But the big buzzword for Amazon this time was generative AI. Alexa is getting smarter, it's supercharged, and, well, it's a lot more conversational. The wake words change, the way you talk to it changes, the way you interact changes. And the person who's been behind all of this, the real brain behind Alexa, had a chat with me. Well, let's give you a snippet of that conversation. Well, we've always known Alexa is a very smart personal assistant, but here at the big Amazon launch event, I think it's been supercharged a little bit more. Generative AI is the buzzword, and the man who's behind this transformation and revolution is standing here with me in Arlington yet again. Rohit Prasad, what a pleasure to have you yet again in the outdoors, though. I think this is becoming a habit with the two of us.
Yes. Last time we were in Vegas, it was hot. Today is much better weather.
It's much better weather. I'm going to have a nice walk and talk with you as well. But when we talk about the Alexa announcement, yes, there was Echo Show devices and so much more that was announced in the lineup. But this focus on Alexa and generative AI, Rohit, I think the time is now and the time seems right given what Microsoft has done with ChatGPT, what Google's done with Bard. But this becomes a lot more conversational, a lot more relatable, and a little smarter as well.
So first, I'm super excited because I feel how I felt in 2014. Then we were bringing a personal assistant in ambient homes, which nobody had done before. And today we have taken another big step, which is to take generative AI and make it useful in homes through a personal AI that is there for you when you need it, and it recedes to the background when you don't. And it's happening because we're able to take the powers of generative AI or large language models in general and combine it with real-time devices and services to the scale that no one has done it before, and integrate personal context of what you like to eat, what you like to watch, what you like to listen to, what games you watch. And in addition, we wanted Alexa to be that trusted AI with that fun personality that it is, and have aligned this model to be optimal for voice interactions in homes with people from 2 years old to 100 years old.
What I find fascinating is that you guys are doing this with a plan, of course. And whilst we walk, I will talk about that plan. What's interesting is you all are talking about 5 pillars with which you want to build, well, your AI plan. And you are up on stage saying it very tersely. I saw the pie charts all intersecting as well, but that is key.
Yes.
Because we talk about responsible AI, we talk about being conversational, relatable. You want to touch upon some of those themes as well?
Yeah, actually, so first and foremost, along with that transformation of large language models that are very powerful at generating text, they're very good at taking context and resolving it. In terms of if you were referring, you don't refer to me with Rohit every time. You say you, so occasionally, which is using pronouns. Those are implicit powers of the large language models, but if you're using it in voice interactions, you need world-class interaction paradigm. You need to be just look at you. And if I'm looking at you, I'm intent to speak to you and not use your name.
Absolutely.
So that's an important first step. Then the way you and I talk is very natural and intuitive, but if you remember the voice assistants, like how we talk to them, it's a little more sort of use certain words, don't pause, and then it becomes a bit unnatural. And we are eliminating that barrier too with a new speech recognition engine that converts audio into text as free-flowing as you and I are talking. So, and then, of course, marrying it with the large language model makes the best of the world, but then you have to still speak back in the same expressive way. If you are engaging with me and it's a joyful topic, I should respond joyfully. And if it's a somber one, then it should be more empathetic tone. So being able to model your tone and the emotional variations is in how you speak back is incredible. So this is the science of the conversation coming together. And then I think Alexa, how many times I hear about Alexa is my loved assistant, or the people say I love Alexa. So that means the personality has to be as relatable, and that works for everyone. And I think those are important elements that are truly standing out here.
That's what interesting is that, of course, we have Alexa getting a lot smarter, but that little bit of emotion coming in makes it a lot more relatable.
A lot more relatable, a lot more, because just being smart is not sufficient. Being relatable is super important.
Just one very quick thing before we wrap up, Rohit, is There's so much happening at the back end. And as a user, when you're considering what the experience is like, you just look at that interface, which you guys are doing a great job in making better. But you want to touch upon all the APIs, all the LLM piece, all the data at the back end with all the checks and balances, because that's what a lot of people will want to know about.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the way I think of it is this is one of the largest integration of a myriad of APIs and services. If you just saw the demo today, it was connected to the real internet. It was connected to the real-time feed of how many yards did Geno Smith throw for. So if you start putting it all together, the number of services that it's integrating is in the hundreds and the thousands. So, and this is still at the very beginning, but still that big. And then you have to think about all the machine learning components that are working in concert to make that complex become incredibly simple. Because we do want you as a customer to not have to have the cognitive load of thinking about how does this technology work versus just use it and get the utility out of it.
And very quickly, when you talk about the future of AI revolution, as an AI expert, Rohit, do you think the future of what you're doing at Amazon will eventually need to be a lot more interoperable? Perhaps work with other providers and other tech companies to maybe make this one of the primary solutions when we're talking about AI. Your vision and understanding of conversational or generative AI?
I think we have been always, from the very beginning, all for interoperability as well as giving customers the selection, because that's the right thing. If you look at Amazon, it has the largest selection of products we sell. If you look at AWS Bedrock, it has multiple LLM providers in there because we want customers to have that selection. If you look at Alexa, we have multiple services that are some of not our own, even in the industry we are in, like Amazon Music you can use for music, but you can also use Spotify for music. And interoperability, we also introduced Voice Interoperability Initiative, which is VII, that we were one of the founders for that, and we'll continue to invest in those areas.
Super duper, Rohit. Absolute pleasure having you on Tech Today yet again, and we hope to have you very soon in India, and then we'll have this conversation with a lot more local flavors, sights and sounds, and get you back home.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, Rohit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed the first half of the show, but like I told you, there's so much more AI and a bunch of tech trends that we're covering on Tech Today. I'm going to see you on the other side of a commercial break. I'll see you soon.
You are watching India Today, powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a B&P Group company. You are watching India Today, powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a B&P Group company.
मैं तो बीजेपी के बाहर रह के भी मुश्किल समझता हूं इन चीजों को बर्दाश्त करना। जो लोग इनके साथ मिलके काम करते हैं, वो रात को सोते कैसे हैं जब उनके साथी उनके बारे में इस तरह सोचते हैं। वो अल्फाज जो उन्होंने इस्तेमाल किए, वो तमाम मुसलमान कौम के खिलाफ इस्तेमाल हुए, सिर्फ एक ऑनरेबल एमपी के खिलाफ नहीं। इससे पता चल जाता है कि इन लोगों के मुसलमानों के तहत सोच क्या है, वो हमारे बारे में क्या सोचते हैं। शर्म आनी चाहिए इन लोगों को। नया पार्लियामेंट, लेकिन वही पुरानी सोच, घटिया सोच।
अभद्र भाषा है, अनपार्लियामेंट्री है, हेटफुल है, डिविसिव है, और ये वही है जो सेंटिमेंट ये पूरे देश में फैला रहे हैं, जो जहर इन्होंने फैलाई है, जो जहर हमारे बीच में घोला है नफरत का, आज वो पार्लियामेंट के नए पार्लियामेंट में गूंज रहा है।
Air quality today. In Delhi, 154. In Mumbai, 74. In Kolkata, 26. In Bangalore, 32. In Chennai, 54. In Hyderabad, 17.
You are watching India Today, powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a BNP Group company.
Fun fact, you will always see a banana stand like this one for the community outside any Amazon headquarter. We're outside Amazon HQ2 in Arlington, Virginia, and this is the iconic banana stand. Big backstory. For that, you have to go to my Instagram stories or the Tech Today website to find out exactly what's the deal behind this particular setup. But people usually compare apples with oranges, and then that's not done. Today, let's compare apples with bananas. Okay, bad joke. What I'm trying to say is it's a big week also for Apple because it's following from the Apple event. And now iPhones are available all across the world, here in the US and in India. What's the buzz all about? Are people still excited about an iPhone 15? More importantly, iOS 17, the software powering these iPhones, is also being rolled out this week. What's the experience like? Well, all of that are coming to you from the Tech Today team in this special report.
Hi guys, I am here at Apple Saket store in New Delhi, and today is the first day of iPhone 15 series sale, and this was the first time that Apple fans could buy their new models directly from the store. We saw huge lines, long lines, people waiting from 4 a.m. in the morning to get their hands on their new devices. Let's speak to some of them and let's see what they have to say. What are you here to buy?
To buy iPhone 15.
I'm here to support her. She's gonna buy iPhone 15 Pro Max.
Yeah, how long have you been here for?
Just 1 hour before I came here in the morning.
1 hour around.
Congratulations, you're one of the first ones to buy this phone in India.
Thank you so much.
Which one is it?
It is 15 128 basic.
Which phone did you buy?
15 Pro Max.
How do you feel about it?
Amazing.
Yeah, it's been a proud moment. Like Apple is trying to set up the store from like 4 or 5 years. Now they're finally making and selling in India only. So it's been a great experience.
Is there any specific reason you like iPhone 15 Pro Max?
Like the Apple tagline says, if you don't have an iPhone, you don't have an iPhone.
I think it's just a very big upgrade for me because I was using an iPhone and now it's about 7 generations ahead, I think. So this phone had 16 GB of storage, that's 256. There's USB-C, that's the biggest update, I think.
What do you like about that phone?
I think everything about the phone.
I think so many things I am upgrading after so many years. So a lot of features for me to upgrade, like dynamic island, the camera importantly, which matters to be the most.
It's highly value for money, I think, and it has got all the features similar to Pro Max, which is something like 70,000 more expensive.
It has finally USB Type-C. So like it's a big relief, right?
Yeah, I can use one cable for all, like PC and phone and the other phone as well.
You have to wake up early in the morning and come here.
लखनऊ या कानपुर जाना होता था, लेकिन अब इस स्टेडियम के बनने के बाद यहाँ के लोगों को खासतौर से जो पूर्वांचल के लोग हैं उनको यहाँ पे आके मैच देखने का मौका मिलेगा, और यहाँ पे जो लोकल जो क्रिकेट के जो दीवाने लोकल जो खिलाड़ी है उनको भी यहाँ पे अपने आप को आगे बढ़ने का एक मौका मिलेगा। तो बहुत बड़ी सौगात है एक तरह से प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी की यहाँ पे आए हैं। आप देख सकते हैं लोगों में किस तरीके का जुनून है। बहुत गर्म जोशी के साथ प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का स्वागत किया जा रहा है, और ये मोदी पूर्ण इधर से
जी बिल्कुल सीधी तस्वीरें फिलहाल हम अपने दर्शकों को दिखा रहे हैं। तापस दोबारा आपके साथ जुड़ेंगे और अपडेट्स के लिए, और कैसे पूरा गर्मजोशी के साथ जो स्वागत है वो यहाँ प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का किया जा रहा है। विश्व के सबसे लोकप्रिय नेता
रोड शो that's being held right now in Varanasi, that's the parliamentary constituency of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, along with UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. The Prime Minister is in his constituency. Now the plan is as follows. The Prime Minister is to lay the foundation stone of the International Cricket Stadium in Banaras today. A series of other projects also that he is going to launch, and this comes at a time also when the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh has indeed said the visit is a golden chapter in Kashi, also sharing the itinerary of the Prime Minister, talking about the fact that he is going to be dedicating projects worth around 1,500 crores to his parliamentary constituency of Varanasi. First of all, the International Cricket Stadium costing 451 crores. Also, on your screens, a sea of supporters, residents of Kashi, welcoming Prime Minister Narendra Modi today. Abhishek is getting asked more details on that story. This is in fact the parliamentary constituency of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and he is dedicating projects, Abhishek, worth 1,500 crores to Banaras today.
It's a very big day as far as Kashi and Varanasi is concerned. Not only for the fact that how Prime Minister Narendra Modi, as a member of Parliament from this constituency, is present here for 6 hours, he is going to give away very important 2 projects. One of them is the International Cricket Stadium, which is going to be, launched today. The foundation stone will be laid today in the presence of the international cricket stars of India. And it is a very big project worth rupees 450 crores and is expected within the next 3 years to be built. At the same time, if I talk about the other scheme, which is the inauguration of the Atal Avasiya Vidyalaya, which are going to be a very important milestone, providing a quality education for the poor students and the people, and at the same time providing them with the high-tech, education facility. That is also will be launched today at the Ruzar Convention Center. And moreover, Prime Minister's presence in Varanasi has also become important because of the recent development of the Women Reservation Bill, which has been passed positively in both the houses. And today, the women in Kashi are going to welcome him, honor him for this gesture, and that is why today Kashi looks excited for the presence of Prime Minister Modi in his home constituency, and at the same time he is going to give away projects and schemes worth rupees 1,565 crore, and that is why a lot of excitement in the Kashi Nagari today, be it the children and also the women who are excited to honor him for the Nari Shakti bill, which has been passed from both the houses, and now looking at today's his whole trip here in Varanasi as well.
Yes, also like always, to promote the city of Varanasi on the international arena has been the Prime Minister's agenda ever since he won his first Lok Sabha election from here in the year 2014, Abhishek, and that's the reason why the BCCI, the UP government coming together for the International Cricket Stadium, and this ceremony is going to be graced by well-known cricketers like Tendulkar, Gavaskar and Ravi Shastri as well, isn't it?
Well, certainly, and from past couple of years, the concentration has always been on Varanasi to connect this city of Uttar Pradesh as an international city. It began with the launch and the inauguration of the corridor, the Kashi Vishwanath corridor. We've also seen how the city has been transformed in the sense of infrastructure, providing them, giving it a status of the smart city, and not just that, G20 summit, which also happened in Varanasi, it gave a platform for the international, investors and the delegates to come here and view and witness the beauty and the relevance of this holy city. And now today, this International Cricket Stadium, which is going to be the third in Uttar Pradesh and first in Varanasi, is highly equipped. And at the same time, it is coming with a design in the form of a temple, a Jamru, and giving this mythological references is surely the benchmark of this project. And moreover, as I was telling about, the fact that this is the first visit to Kashi and the 31st visit so far in past 9 years of being the Prime Minister and being the Member of Parliament from Varanasi. Whenever Prime Minister comes here, he always gives something to the Varanasi, but this time it's more about the women empowerment with the bill which has been passed and giving the stadium and launching the Atal Avasiya Vidyalaya is also a milestone, giving a push to the education, youth, and for all these children who are very excited. And that is why today he's spending a fair amount of time here in Kashi, Varanasi. He has reached in Varanasi, and he's, you can see how he's getting a grand welcome by the locals here, by the women and the Karyakartas who are excited. And that is why today Kashi is all about Prime Minister Modi. And today he's going to give a lot of time engaging in the dialogue, conversation, and at the same time giving away these two big projects today in Varanasi as well.
Take us to the details again of his itinerary, Abhishek.
Well, as per the itinerary, Prime Minister Modi is reaching the Ganjari, where this international cricket stadium will be, will be launched today. He will be laying the foundation stone of it. There, it's about approximately about an hour and a half, the full time for this program. We can see that how the top players have reached there, be it Sunil Gavaskar, Kapil Dev, Sachin Tendulkar, and the representatives from the BCCI, and the top dignitaries, including, of course, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh and others. There he is going to address a public rally. It is expecting a big crowd there. More than 25,000 people are expected there, and they will be witnessing, what Prime Minister has to say after his, first public address in his home constituency. So that is on the priority first. After that, he will be moving towards the Sanskrit Mahavidyalaya, Sanskrit Vishwavidyalaya, where he will be having this dialogue with these women Karyakartas who will be honoring him, and at the same time will also be talking about how this bill has passed, the Women Reservation Bill. And afterwards, he will come at approximately 4:30 at the Ruzas Convention Center, where he will be launching the Atal Avasiya Vidyalaya, 16 of them. One of them is, of course, in Kashi and other districts of Uttar Pradesh. And there he will also be meeting with the students. And we have seen that how a big number of children who have come here, they're pretty excited to listen to Prime Minister. And afterwards, after this program, he will take off to Delhi approximately 7 or 6:45. So that is something is on the itinerary, and we expect a huge welcome. There are 5 points which have been made from the Ganjari to this at this spot in Rutash Convention Center, where he will be welcomed by the citizens, by the women who are excited for this reservation bill. So, not just only in terms of what Varanasi is getting, but also the sentiment which is high in Varanasi after the women reservation bill has passed, and the Kashi people witnessing his member of parliament once again is always a joy for them, and that is why that is a picture and the visuals which we can certainly see is about the excitement on the presence of Prime Minister today in Varanasi.
Undoubtedly also is an important build-up in the run-up to the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, where in fact the Prime Minister is going to be looking at contesting once again from this seat, isn't it, Abhishek?
Yeah, certainly, giving away so much of attention to Kashi, indeed a priority for the Prime Minister. But if we talk about political relevance of it, it is also deep down. Not only Kashi, the whole area, the whole region of Kashi and Gorakhpur region, which is, the priority for the BJP, approximately 29 seats fall in this category. And that is why, launching schemes from here, having a dialogue and, making a presence of himself will give a lot of mileage to the BJP and to the Modi government indeed, in a way that how there has been very several projects, and in the past couple of years, specifically in the second tenure of the Modi government, a lot of projects were launched in Purvanchal itself. We have the Purvanchal Expressway. If I talk about the AIMS, which was launched in Gorakhpur, the fertilizer plant in Gorakhpur, also the Ganga Expressway, which is adjoining Meerut to Allahabad, and all those projects which were, concentrated on uplifting this region has always been on the priority, and that will translate into a lot of support for the incumbent party in the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections. And Prime Minister is all set again to contest from Varanasi. So, taking all this together and giving, in a way, a report card of what he has done and how the government has been prioritized this region, which the BJP says has always been neglected by the past government, is something which the sentiment the party and the government wants to create. But, Prime Minister is a star in his home constituency, and whenever he comes, he gets a huge welcome and a very positive response. So for Kashi, it's all about Narendra Modi, and that is why whenever he is there in Varanasi, we certainly see the same kind of excitement, but this time it is more important. Yes, indeed, we can certainly see an unofficial kind of a campaign before the Lok Sabha election, but by giving away this, schemes and this project, Prime Minister is again making sure that Varanasi gets what it deserves and putting Varanasi on international web with providing these facilities, and now with international cricket stadium and multiple-faceted, this Atal Avasiya Vidyalaya.
Coming to that, talk to us a little more about these 16 newly constructed Atal residential schools that also has cost more than 1,000 crore, isn't it? Talk to us about the specific features of this school as well, Abhishek.
Well, yes, indeed. The Atal Parasarya Vidyalaya, which is the residential school, is built in 16 of the districts in Uttar Pradesh, including one in Varanasi and another one in Lucknow, Mohanlalganj, and other districts as well. Now, the idea is to provide quality education to these underprivileged students and who are not able to get, the access to a quality education, and that is why such schools have been made. They will certainly, have been constructed keeping in mind the orphanage students, who are economically weaker section, the students of the labor community, and all those underprivileged will be given priority. Now, what is also important is it's a residential school. So from the age 6 to 14, the students can enroll. And they will be given, high quality education. It has the junior high school and the secondary school, and it's all for free. So that is why, the focus is to provide not just free education, but also quality education, which can provide them the opportunity in their careers later on. And they will be, getting, the basic education. They will also be getting modern education, computer labs, sports, focus on the sports activities, co-curricular activities, and, trying to get these students, these underprivileged students, connect with the mainstream society, so that when they come out of the schools, they are very well prepared for the competitive exams. They are very well prepared to face the challenges of the society, and that is what this Atal Avasiya Vidyalaya has been is the major motive. And today, 16 of such schools will be launched and will be given to the public by Prime Minister Modi. And this scheme was launched in 2021. And today, technically, within 2 years, these schools have been built. And Prime Minister, by giving these schools given to the public and launching it from Varanasi, is a very strong message of how the government is, looking at providing quality education, not just free education, but giving them resources and an environment for such underprivileged students and children who can better be a future, who could be a better future, can have a better future. And that is why this school and this kind of concept is going to be very important as far as this vision is concerned. And of course, Uttar Pradesh, which is constantly, making efforts to provide quality education to the students as well. Yes.
That's right. In fact, be with us, Abhishek. Just coming back to you in a moment from now. These are pictures of the Prime Minister. In fact, who is now, in fact, on the dais.
राजधानी रही ये काशी, इसमें जो आज जरा सी कमी थी वो आज पूरा करने के लिए आप मंच पर हैं। हम सब कृतज्ञ हैं, भारतवासी कृतज्ञ हैं, काशीवासी कृतज्ञ हैं। बहुत बहुत स्वागत और अभिनंदन करते हुए मैं अनुरोध करती हूँ माननीय मुख्यमंत्री उत्तर प्रदेश से कि सर हम सबकी तरफ से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को ये नंदी गाय प्रदान करके उनका स्वागत करें, अभिनंदन करें।
Getting you all the details from Banaras right now on your screen. The Prime Minister first being felicitated on dais. Let's take a listen.
आपको एक छोटी सी भेंट हमारी भावनाएं। और अब मैं अनुरोध करती हूँ बीसीसीआई के चेयरमैन आदरणीय श्री रोजरबिन्ने जी और सेक्रेटरी श्री जय शाह जी से ये सिंबॉलिक बैट उन्हें प्रदान करके आज इस अवसर पर उनका स्वागत करें, अभिनंदन करें। मैं अनुरोध करती हूँ वाइस चेयरमैन श्री राजीव शुक्ला जी बीसीसीआई के कि वो भी बैट प्रदान करके माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का स्वागत करें, अभिनंदन करें। बहुत जोरदार तालियों के बीच भारत माता की और भारत रत्न से सम्मानित आदरणीय श्री सचिन तेंदुलकर जी एक नमो की जैकेट जर्सी प्रदान करेंगे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को। हम सब की तरफ से बहुत जोरदार तालियों से एक बार पुनः सम्मानित मंच का हम वादन करते हैं, अभिनंदन करते हैं, स्वागत करते हैं। स्वागत 100 बार आपका, 100 बार है अभिनंदन। आज की तारीख काशी की तारीख में स्वर्णाक्षरों से लिखी जाएगी और एक बार पुनः माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का स्वागत करने के लिए, सम्मानित मंच पर उपस्थित क्रिकेट के सितारों का स्वागत करने के लिए मैं बड़े ही आदर और के साथ अनुरोध करती हूं कि माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी से कि वो आए, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का और सभी का स्वागत करें।
नमः पार्वती पतिये हर हर। G20 समिट की अभूतपूर्व सफलता के उपरांत अनेक उपलब्धियों के साथ आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का आज उनकी अपनी काशी में आगमन हुआ है। इस अवसर पर उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार और आप सभी काशी वासियों की ओर से मैं आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का हृदय से स्वागत करता हूं, अभिनंदन करता हूं। भाइयों बहनों, G20 की थीम के अनुरूप ग्लोबल लीडर्स को भारत के सामर्थ्य और शक्ति को नजदीक से देखने का अवसर प्राप्त हुआ। इस समिट में वसुधैव कुटुंबकम के अनुरूप ग्लोबल लीडर्स की उपस्थिति भारत के वैश्विक लीडर के रूप में, उभरते हुए नेतृत्व के रूप में देश की 140 करोड़ जनता ने अनुभव किया है। पिछले 9.5 वर्ष के दौरान दुनिया की सबसे प्राचीन आध्यात्मिक और सांस्कृतिक नगरी के रूप में अविनाशी काशी के समग्र विकास को देश और दुनिया के सामने आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व और मार्गदर्शन ने जिन ऊंचाइयों की ओर पहुंचाया है, आज एक बार फिर से आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी अनेक उपहारों के साथ काशी में आए हैं और पहली बार उत्तर प्रदेश में भारतीय क्रिकेट कंट्रोल बोर्ड के द्वारा किसी इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट स्टेडियम का निर्माण का कार्य हो रहा है। आज उसके आधारशिला आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के कर कमलों से यहां पर रखी जा रही है। इस अवसर पर प्रदेश के सभी खेल प्रेमियों की ओर से आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का हृदय से स्वागत और अभिनंदन करता हूं। इस अवसर पर भारतीय क्रिकेट को एक नई ऊंचाई प्रदान करने